Welcome back. We are heading into the second game of our series between Virtus.Pro and 4ASC very soon. And I think I want to ask, well, actually, no, I want to ask, like, what needs to be different? Because both teams struggled this game. Let's be real. Both teams had issues this game. Waga, how is 4ASC gonna fix their not being able to finish their game? Oh, I was waiting for that.
Ooh, so strong. Well, I don't know if it's like that their composition was not strong enough, or if it was that VP's draft actually showed its strength in the late game. I mean, not really certain, because it seemed like they were controlling the entire map, and then suddenly they just took a few bad fights, and it turned out that Mirana could carry pretty hard along with the Viper.
Especially if you give her plus 18 free damage.
Yeah, it was that 18 damage, I think.
It made all the difference in the world.
Maybe if she got one more dual win, they would have won the game.
Sure.
Do you kind of think that maybe the Slark and the Legion fulfilled similar roles, that single target,
They definitely
grab
do.
and kill? So if they'd maybe had a different sort of hero, I thought
I'm not
Slark was
sold,
fine,
yeah.
but the Legion, I'm not quite sure they needed Legion and Slark. That felt a bit sort of like, once they started roaming around as 5 with Ravage, it's like, what are you going to do? You're going to single target 2 people, and then I guess, I don't know, I thought it was really, they were really good at catching one dude. Like they did that continually. You had Ice Path, you had Skywrath, you had Slark, you had Legion. But then when it came to the team fights, it was like, if Rubik didn't steal that Ravage, they could have gone a lot poorly for them in a couple of those fights, I think.
Yeah, that's very true. And it is, as you say, they do play fairly similar roles. And when they wanted to push high ground, they only had a Jakiro.
Yeah.
And at 50 minutes in, he's not the guy that you want, really, like, at least
Charging
not to
up
be the only
there.
guy.
Yeah.
I mean, having some ranged hero, they can actually click away at the range, at the enemy tower. Because you saw how easily the Viper and the Mirana pushed on bottom lane when they just won one fight.
Yeah.
So, of course...
Do you think maybe Sniper or something like that would have fitted into that?
Well,
Nah.
I'm not sure if they're comfortable with those type of hero. I mean, Valix, the heroes that he plays are like Razor, which is good for pushing, Viper, okay, and the LC we saw, and a couple others. You could itemize your hero a certain way. For example, if you get a heart on LC, walk up, hit a couple times,
true.
back off. For example, instead of the Veil of Discord or BKB on Jakiro, you could get a Necro 3. I mean, it's just kind of taking the game in a different angle, but I think you could itemize differently if you're saying, all right, we're winning all of these fights, we just need to win the game.
Yeah, either way, I definitely think it's, as you said, during the game, that this is the type of replay 4ASC has to go back and look at, like, why didn't we win more convincingly?
Yeah.
Like, we were 20,000 gold ahead and 25,000 experience.
Yeah.
It should look easy at this point, but it didn't.
Yeah, and I think, I mean, they only had 15 minutes, but I hope that they were able to actually find a way to do it. And of course, for Virtus.Pro, I hope they're also going to be finding a way to end the game out in a win for them, because that would like benefit my prediction. We're going to see if I am going to be at least a little bit right, or if the rest of my panel is going to be 100% right. Because we are going into the draft, so I'm going to leave you guys. Let's go to the game.
Let's go.
Very good. Nice catch there, Purian.
Got it, just at the end.
Yeah, very well done. So
They're going to tell me to stop doing it soon. But
yeah, they will. Production is going to come up here and like pull you off the stage. So we're heading into the next game. VP, or this game, they still ban out the Brewmaster. Don't want to play against that hero at all. And Tidehunter banned out by VP.
Yeah.
The Ravages were just too much for VP to handle.
I mean,
That's cold, man.
Yeah.
That's cold. But yeah, I think that, I guess they figure maybe they're not going to pick him this time, so they don't want to face him. They know that they've got the potential for the Ravage. They don't want to face it. Ogre McGee could pick up there, I think, though. But what do VP do here? Do you think that they go for a pushing lineup? Or,
No.
oh, wow, they're just going to in-your-face Slark it. Okay.
I like that. I like that they steal the Slark, because I don't think there's any reason for ASE would stop picking the Slark. He was doing wonders in last game, as always. So interested to see what VP can do with this hero. Ogre Magi, of course, they had it last game as well on Yol. And he has played it quite a bit this tournament.
All right, so what's good against Slark?
LC.
What is good against Slark? That's
Doom.
what 4ASC said, that they know what works against him. I agree with the Doom.
Well, I know what worked. Bristle Wisp worked really hella well. That was,
Yeah.
a good, I guess it depends where he goes, but Death Prophet. So there's the push problem solved at a stroke.
Yeah.
For ASC, and we'll have to wait and see whether they can find something to handle the Slark. I really like having someone like Bristle in front of Death Prophet, just standing there. She's not going to get run at as easily when you've got a Hedgehog in the way.
But the only problem with going for Bristleback, as MVP did go for, is that if it's a Trilane Slark, he's still pretty fine against Bristle, I think.
Yeah, you need that. It was the thing was that jungling enigma.
Exactly.
That was what kind of hang them out to dry against.
And I think that's what triggered MVP to go for that aggressive lane as well.
Yeah.
So it's about paying attention now to what VP grab in the next one pick here, really. And for ASC, they removed the puck already. I think that's a good respect ban. Of course, we saw VP Polar as well play a really good puck on DK Phobos, but also G plays a phenomenal puck.
You know, I think Necrolite would be a good addition to what VP has. Because suddenly, imagine how the fight developed, right? Slark demands so much attention in front line, whether through Shadow Dance, BKB, blink in and start doing the work. That really allows your Necrolite to stick in for a pretty long duration of the fight. Slark generally has no trouble bringing somebody low, but sometimes have trouble just closing in for the kill. And I think having a Reaper Scythe to clean through and move on. We saw how big Reaper Scythe was against like your Death Prophet.
Yeah, it's strong against her.
I
Definitely.
mean, like even if she has Aegis, and even though the Reaper Scythe doesn't give you the extra death timer because she has Aegis, just killing her outright and removing the exorcism is good. But I'm not sure whether Virtus.Pro has played a hero or practiced with a hero, or maybe they're thinking of the hero at all. But
I mean, I like the idea of going Necrophos along with Slark because it's easy to bring down whoever Slark is focusing.
Yeah.
But I also don't like the Necrophos so much against Skywrath and DP, so already 2 silences coming out.
Sure, yeah.
Because that's a little bit of a danger. And also of course, Ancient Seal from Skywrath increasing the damage you take so much is a trouble for Necrophos. But it could be a combination that they could pull out here.
The thing is, that Necro is like super late game kind of guy, right? So if you're up against a DP, are you going to get to that stage where Necro is doing what he needs to do?
Well, he's sort of super late game. Around 50 minutes, he definitely has a nice peak in the form of denying the enemy buyback. But he also plays
I think he's
pretty
like
well
good all
earlier on.
around.
Yeah. He's decent all around, I would say. He's not great at any stage, apart from when he does get that ulti on someone
Yeah.
important.
That can be game winning in itself. Kind of.
Oh, yeah. Like one single Aghanim's ulti can definitely break an entire game.
Yeah.
I guess the danger of what the Necro pick right now, if VP does pick it up, a Doom would just like shut down both of your cores.
Yeah. Do you think Forez he goes down that road with the double silence and then into a Doom? Like just
Hey, man.
everyone silence?
Why not get a
Cold,
silencer
that
in
would be
addition
so
to all
cold.
of this?
VP gonna sit there and click their keyboards like click, 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 and all they hear is silence, silence, silence,
Yeah.
silence.
Probably the most annoying sound. Hey, then more
Really?
silence.
Okay.
Team silence.
Okay.
If they
Okay.
take silencer and Doom now, we should
I'm
just
set.
turn off the audio for this game.
I'm very worried about the lack of raw disables because, okay, first of all, you have to worry about Slark. Sure, you could silence them, but he can still run around, hit things. Now with the
This-
Centaur on top of that,
This is very gimmicky from Finstack already, because in the same way I would say that their draft that did not work against Alliance kind of gimmicky, where they had too much of one thing. And this is starting to head down that road in a way, because I agree that silence is great against Slark, and it seems to be their idea on how to counter him is just having tons of the silence. But
I honestly, I'll be honest with you, I think Disruptor ulti is just ridiculously good anyway. I don't think you even need to just say, oh, it's for the Slark. I mean, if let's say you're running up and trying to high ground, you pop Exorcism, Disruptor sticks his ult down, and you guys can just run up and do what you need to do. I think it is super powerful.
he could Dark Pack the Glimpse, right?
he cannot, I believe.
Cannot?
You
I
can
don't think so.
BKB it.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure you can't
It's
dark
not a
pact it.
buff, I guess.
No, I'm pretty sure. I haven't seen it happen.
Yeah.
And I played against a lot of Slark.
So I
these last few
assume
months.
you cannot this Dark Packet.
Yeah,
Well, we'll find out. Disruptor's going to find out the hard way if he can.
I would assume so, yeah. So we'll see. And picking Mirana here for VP once again, I think it worked out fairly well last
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
And AM is going to be the pickup. We did have an AM against Slark game yesterday as well. And we're going to see it again.
I think this is good for 4 anchors, actually, because one thing they needed was the ability to split push, I think, in that last game. And they kind of did it with the LC and the Slog, but I think the anti-mage is even better at it. If you buy a bit of time, you know, Glimpse and Death Prophet and everything like that, anti-mage can be round the back, taking your racks while you're not looking. I think it's a good pick.
Given the choice of carry, though, with AM, I am more inclined to agree with what Lumi said, that there's a clear lack of disable on 4ASC. And AM is a hero that's so happy when he sees people stunned right in front of him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because with a Manta style, you burn all the mana so fast and you get a big, nice mana void off. So
I guess he's hoping that the Disruptor Circle is
Yeah.
going to help him out there. But
yeah, the Disruptor Circle is, of course, we keep saying silence. Disruptor Circle is pretty much
Yeah.
like a stun if you get it off correctly and with your ulti. So it could work, but it's a gimmicky draft, and I kind of like seeing it, though. I think AM is fun to watch. Not a lot of people would agree with that, I guess, but
fun to watch. Eventually, I suppose.
he's the incarnation to fun. No, but after the changes that he has big AoE on his ulti.
Yeah, that is
like,
cool.
I remember him back when he had no AoE at all on his ulti, and that was kind of boring, to be completely
How
honest.
many big Mana Void have we seen in this Dreamleague?
Didn't we see a
We've
triple
seen-
kill with
Yeah.
him?
We've seen some really nice ones.
Yeah, we've seen some big ones, and I think Anti-Mage has been a very successful hero so
Yeah.
far. Like, we've seen a lot of game, whether win or lose, the game's always very close. We had some big discussion whether getting Vlad's is the right choice, and he's one of the more interesting hero where after you get your Battle Fury, the Vlad comes into question, and if you skip the Vlads, there's a Manta, and then do you go Butterfly, do you go BKB, do you go Heart, Basher? There's a very wide array of item choices.
You know
and
what I'd like to see here, Lumi?
Yes.
Darkseer, picked up by 4 anchors. That's what I would like to see.
Lich for Virtus.Pro, okay.
I think Darkseer.
Lich is a
Vacuum,
nice
vacuum
lane
people
runner.
into the Disruptor ult, get the wall in there.
Okay, yeah, you know what? I'm sold.
He's sold on the combo. Darkseer.
Also, you'd be able to put Iron Shell and stuff. That's kind of annoying for Slark, and I like Darkseer. You don't see him picked up hardly enough. He's one of my favorite heroes. He's great in the off lane. I think he fits into the team.
They might just go down something like a Jakiro, but I
Yeah.
agree that Darkseer would be more interesting to see here, and the Mana Void combo with Darkseer is always beautiful to see. So potential is there if 4ASC wants to do it, and Trixie believe he can play a decent Darkseer.
Also,
He's a
like
very
you're saying,
aggressive hero.
kind of lacking in stuns, but they could certainly, with the Surge, you've got some catch there, you've got some chance to chase people down. Death Prophet is already hella quick, so yeah, I just think I think it would be a nice pick.
What about offlane Spirit Breaker?
Oh baby, I don't know about that. I'd love to see it, but I don't know about that.
Sounds pretty ham, to be honest.
Actually, hard to charge into this team, right? Like,
Pretty
Yeah,
hard
we
to
can
charge.
judge.
They can
Yeah,
even
it's a tough
stampede away from
charge.
you, and just you end up in a bad location somewhere.
Axe maybe, get some axe in there.
I think the Doombringer is on the table as a possible pick, but I'm not completely sold on getting him here either.
I think the Finns are confused.
Yeah, the Finns are not sure. Clockwork is even possible here. What if Trixie played Clockwork in this game?
Well, Slug pounces away.
Marana leaps away.
So you
Lich
kill
says, okay, Chain Frost time.
Apparently, Ogre can cast his stuff through the timing
Battery
of
assault,
nothing. Yeah,
battery
he
assault.
stands there very sad and like
Yeah.
waves his club.
No, but apparently he can. Someone said he can.
No, he can. Yes, he can.
Yeah,
the
he
new
can.
update to his casting time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, true. So Doom. So they have 4 silencers. And AM. So they should actually have just picked
Magic
silencer
sucks.
card.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the magic sucks build.
Yeah.
No one will cast spells, and if you do cast spells, you get mana voided.
Right.
Interesting.
You're getting mana voided regardless if you're casting spells.
Not convinced about this draft from 4ASC, but it is going to be curious to
It'll
see.
be if they can pull it off, if they can land everything. I think that it's strong.
It's the
But,
same team,
yeah.
though, that we saw pick AM against Void and prove us wrong, right, Lumi? So,
Yeah.
I mean, I trust Matumba Man on his AM and on his Stark. I think those are 2 of his definitely best heroes. So, this will be a good one to
Aggressive
watch.
tri-lane
So.
here.
Aggro try AM, not very common that you put this lane.
Yeah, that's really aggressive. I guess they're thinking, look, if we shut down the Slark's farm, that's a big thing for us. Doom will be fine.
Yeah, Doom should be definitely okay against Centaur. Centaur can probably win that lane slightly, but against Devourer, you never really win the lane
Yeah.
that hard.
He'll just chill.
Have any of you seen Jarex play Disruptor before?
No, I have not.
I don't think I have. Well, I have seen it before when I played with him in a team, but it's a very long time ago, and I think he has improved a lot since then. So this will be curious. But the defensive lane here on top is just going to be Ogre and Slark. Most likely, it should be aggressive lane with Centaur and Lich. Maybe Lich actually wants to run away. He's twitching a little bit here on bottom lane. Looks like he doesn't feel like he wants to stay here.
He's just gonna sack a creep.
Okay. Yeah, he's gonna run somewhere, maybe mid lane even, and just Lich Mirana that lane to secure a win against the DP.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, the sacrifice It's amazing. I don't think people. I mean, imagine taking away 25% of all the possible farm that a hero can get. If you could achieve that in denies, you'd be happy. So you can get that with denies, and you can get it with sacrifice.
It's also the fact that you give something to yourself.
Yeah, as well. I mean,
Just with
that
one
change
deny.
was huge. That was huge.
Got 62 experience just for denying one creep himself there.
Yeah,
So
it's great. That's better than a bounty rune, level 1.
yeah.
So I got a noob Doom question for you because I don't play Doom much.
Okay.
He's on the safe lane. Instead of going into the lane straight up, he eats a big creep. Now,
Yep.
obviously, that gives you a ton of experience.
Yep.
And the creep that he got is great, like the Unholy Aura
He
regen.
got the best one.
The
Yeah.
regen is the one you want.
But here's the thing, though. He missed entire wave doing that. Like, is it worth?
I don't think it. Apparently, it's not worth to do that if you have to leave the lane to do it. But on his way in, I think.
Well,
I
the thing
mean,
is,
if you
the
got there
creep-
earlier,
The creeps don't spawn until 30 seconds.
Yeah.
So.
I will say this as a not really a Doom picker, but when I do pick him, I feel he's incredibly strong. This is totally worth, because now he can lane against Centaur just fine.
But
This
that,
regen-
that initial spell, he needs it.
Oh, yeah.
But then I think it's like if he leaves the lane to go do it
Oh, he's-
every time, it's
yeah.
not worth it.
he's not going to do that again,
Yeah.
though, because now he has the 5 HP regen per second, which is crazy good.
Crazy, yeah.
So he's going to be just fine against the Centaur. And now this lane is even more slightly in Doom's favor, I would say.
I mean, look at that
And
HP regen.
He's trading hits. He's
It
like,
was,
hey, man.
it was even a Lich denied first wave. So in this specific case,
Oh, yeah.
it's
Very worth
perfectly
it.
fine.
Yeah.
He also has the Hadouken for the finishing blow if he needs it. Always fun to have. Getting a kill with that is like makes your day.
Yeah, true. Jerax actually finds a ward here when he TPs down bottom and D-wards this.
I don't think I've seen Trixie play Doom before. I'm sure he does, but I'm just saying I don't think I've seen it.
I'm sure I've seen it sometime, but it's long ago, I think. Yol finds Hastrun here on his Ogre Magi, so maybe he can find a gank, but gonna have to be careful about the vision from Radiant, and they do see him at this stage.
He's actually not using Devour sort of on cooldown, which is kind of...
Yeah, I think he was
Now
waiting
he
it
has, okay.
for... I thought at level 3 he was going to level it up to use it, the more effective one. But then he didn't use it.
Yeah, it's very common when you lane like a one-on-one lane Doom, you want to max out your Scorched Earth just to be stronger. Top lane Matumba Man taking some harass from the
And it's just
start.
good traits and stuff.
Yeah.
I actually think this particular matchup, AM should win this lane by himself. He should be aggressively mono breaking both of these melee heroes.
This could be bad for Centaur.
Uh-oh.
Able to
Boogie
eat his
is
way
gonna
out.
get
In comes
pounced on.
Disruptor. This is dead. Hadouken to finish.
They need some body block.
Oh,
but
it's
yeah,
so
okay.
close.
Daldoken gonna help them enough.
Top lane, a big fight is developing as well. Both heroes on both teams getting quite low.
Yeah, a lot of harass, but the thing is, sure, you can salve up afterwards, no matter which team you're on, but the mana break is still gonna hurt.
Well, BZZ has no mana,
Yeah.
or no salve, so
Yeah.
he's walking all back. Might as well been a kill, right?
Yeah,
Like, it's not the first blood, but
Yeah,
almost
like
the same.
like he said in the first game. I think was it Wagger or Lumi? I can't remember. One of you said like basically being in that position where you have to stroll, take that long stroll back to base is like dying.
mid lane, nice initiation going on Valix. Not going to get the kill. Jurex coming back in. He does have a level 2 glimpse.
Oh,
and the
this guy is
rotation
here as
coming
well.
in. Nicely
They
done
could
here.
get 2 kills
They
here.
can. Where's the glimpse?
The
Jot him.
glimpse, El Glimpse.
There it
They
is.
get Jot him.
And the right click should be enough.
Oh, he does have Nova, but okay, he doesn't
Okay,
use it on...
Jurex is going to die to the tower.
Oh.
And
Slunk
BZZ.
wants it. He
Oh,
can't.
the
That
circle.
circle is so strong.
Yeah, that was really nice rotation, though. I really liked to see how Skywrath came in from behind there at the same
Yeah.
time. So nice play by the 2 supports from Finstack. Very ready for that dive on mid lane. A lot of punishment going down. And looking to bottom lane, just at the pure CS-wise, Doombringer is pulling ahead slightly, but then you also pay in the fact that he's devouring.
Yeah.
So he's getting a lot more than the Centaur on this lane.
So, what do you think about Doom's first top lane? Never mind. Looks like we're going to see a fight.
You can always jump away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think Doom's first item choice should be? Does this team need the initiation pretty badly? We talked about how they lack stuns.
Blink for sure. I think
He's going
that
mana
should be his
boots.
first big
So
item.
that
He's going
points to a
past
mech.
Doom.
Yeah, this is probably going to be a mech build. Whenever you go mana boots on Doom, that's, you know, what you
Yeah.
think about immediately. Which I like, because that frees up Valix options, and he also only has 11 CS.
Yeah.
We haven't mentioned this, but laning mid against Lich and Mirana is not a fun time for a DP. So he has no deny at all. Mirana has 23 and 14, and DP is just crying on mid lane. Level 4.
I mean, he's got the 1 or 2 kills, you know, the assists there. So.
Yeah, I guess.
You'd rather just have the money, wouldn't you?
I'd
No
say.
levels? Because he had to split it 3 ways and everything.
But you destroy their
Sharing.
morals. Morale. Morals is...
Morals.
God damn it.
Their morals have been destroyed.
God, the Fables will never be the same again. Bottom lane, just some aggression here from Jerax onto Sedoy. Now at level 4, should probably get 1 point in Thunderstrike just to deal that damage as well. And this is really when he gets strong on Disruptor, because that adds 160 damage to his potential. And 2 points in Glimpse, of course, is very important to have. I can agree with it. Cast range is a big difference, 1,000 to 600.
Especially because, as we said, lack of stuns, lack of catch. You want that long-range glimpse.
Hey, AM has a Ring of Protection. A Ring of Regen, excuse me. Thinking about the Vlads as a long-term investment? Because normally you just get Ring of Health, you know, and be done with it, right?
Yeah.
It's quite curious.
Well, he couldn't afford it early on, and he probably figured he needs some harassment regen so that he can keep trading like this.
Or is this, you think it's like a casual Ring of Regen?
It might be casual, but Vlad's definitely not a bad option. Doombringer could buy it, but he's going to go into Midas after the mana boots.
Huh.
Probably still going to kick into the mech, I would say, afterwards.
I guess the mana boots isn't terrible, as we see y'all getting jumped on top.
Do you suppose the Doom is thinking, well, look, things have been going so sweet down here for me?
And he's got the Hadoken creep, you know? He's
yeah,
like,
he has.
I like
He's
it.
just thinking, look, I may as well just get a flipping Midas here and just get even bigger.
Yeah.
Because then I can get a mech and I can get a blink and then we can do stuff.
I think the Midas is perfectly fine, to be honest. Do they really need a mech that early? Sometimes you want to train down towers with your Death Prophet, but they haven't really been snowballing her that fast. And the enemy team has a lot of fighting stuff, so even with a mech, it could be hard to issue this pressure.
God, AM is such a pain.
getting bullied out of the lane.
Really hard.
Even though it's just a level 1 mana break, it's still annoying, and his stats probably help him even more at harassing, to be honest, just because he has more HP, more mana to keep blinking. Definitely AM playing well here.
Yeah, well, actually, he's blinking right in here. Not going to eat the arrow stampede. Will be used defensively.
Stark is too low. He has to run out.
Matumba Man is just fighting straight up here. They have glimpse available. G is straight up dead.
Even Lich is coming here.
Actually, there is no glimpse. There is no vision.
Doom Wolf.
Blinking back in from Matumba Man with no health. He has to walk back out here. G, full mana, looking for Starstorm. Is there any detection? Starstorm not going to land the 2 procs. And Trixie still looking for a Doom target. He finally gets it off against G.
I don't think this is going to be a kill. Hadouken as well for a bit of bonus damage. G should give this the walk away. They're all so low. I think Trixie's dead.
BCC just missing completely with his bounce.
Oh, buddy. He goes down, but AM picking one up with the mana break.
They still have glimpse. They still got a couple of spells.
He died to the neutral creep, so...
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he got denied.
Oh, that was
Actually,
nice.
I'm surprised the creeps got that last hit, but if you ever play Dota, you know that the best last hitter on the field is going to be one of the big camps. Like, they will always get you.
Yep.
Normally not these, though. I mean, the trolls. Normally it's the...
The range attack?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Troll
normally it's the
summoner.
Hadoken, right?
He's had his Weetabix this morning.
Yes. I like Death Prophet trying to find something here.
Who came out ahead with that one? Everybody except the
definitely.
Centaur TP'd.
I think Troll Summoner wins that one.
Yeah, neutral creeps.
I mean, okay. Which of the 2 teams won that one?
VP, I would say. They got the kill, and of course, Slark dying towards the neutral creep.
Mid lane Valix getting arrowed. No pounce because all the TPs are coming back in. It's a very dangerous Disruptor TP as well.
I mean,
Is there a glimpse here? No.
VP won the fight top, but BCC also made a really bad pounce into nothing there, and that's pretty much why he died instead of just getting the kill and walking away. So VP, they have to be careful about sloppy execution here.
Oh, can we get the glimpse
please
back?
leave me alone, glimpse.
Glimpse can actually get dispelled. Or cannot, sorry. And Sedoys will run away. There's Stampede right back on time, and Jirax looks like he'll get run down here.
Yep.
But they're in a pretty deep spot here. Valix trying to go in, but there's 4 of them.
Doom's here. He's got Doom.
He does.
He's going to drop it on BZZ, but there's no follow-up. And the lack of stuns are really coming in trouble. They'll get Sedoy, I think.
Hadouken.
Okay.
No.
And meanwhile, Matumba Man is just fighting as well. Already scared away the Mirana, and now gonna chase onto the Lich. Jottam not really in the best of places.
Oh, the
Nice
Jukarinos!
juke. That is such a good juke.
Okay,
Oh, and wait. The Centaurs have given
Centaur's
it up.
going to help
Come
with the
on,
denies?
creeps.
Stomps? No.
No stomp even.
Just eaten instead.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
That was a good juke spot.
It was.
I mean, this is the thing. I think Slark goes in and he's got
Oh,
a
the
face.
stomp. He's gonna go down here.
That is a nice time to pick up the Centaur Storm just in time to stomp Slark's head with it.
Trixie. Clutch play right there.
I guess
And-
he's figured he's left the lane now, doesn't need the regen as much. Leveled up that heal. He's like, well, now we need some kind of stop.
Definitely, because they were lacking stuns, right?
Yeah.
So he just says, hey, Centaur creep, you will help me. He has his Midas now, by the way, and they're still pressuring S5 even without the mech. So arguably mech would have been nice to have at this stage, but I mean, he's still doing fine, right?
Yeah.
One quick stun on Valix there, but oh wait, I smell a Lich ult. There he goes. Very nice.
Mirana
Double
picking
kill,
up 2
picked up.
kills there, a lot of gold for her, and that's really not something you want to have happen if you're a Finstack, because she was farming quite well on the laning stage as well. Obviously falling behind a little bit to Doombringer and AM now.
How do you feel about the kind of the pace of the game where we see a ton of fight? Does fighting really favor one team over the other here?
I think Finstack are doing fairly well, even in a fighting game. Despite AM normally being the farmer, when you think about it, he's actually doing really well, so I don't know.
What's his score? He's
He's-
0-1, so
Yeah.
it feels like we've seen him around these fights. I think a lot of it was him just harassing the Slark out of lane, which I think he did really well. He hasn't died, which is always good.
He's the top CSer, despite being in all these fights.
Yeah, I think Doom having that Midas and being able to just roll around, sort of helping out, if you know what I mean, using Devour, using Midas to stay on top means that he can go and do some punching and
Yeah.
not feel like he's wasting farming time.
Yeah, exactly. Like Finstack farms even though they're fighting, it feels like. Like the AM is doing a good job staying on top of things, and Doom, as you said, with his Midas and Devour. And even DP is a hero that, you know, for a Crypt farm here and there, you're gonna catch up anyway.
Yep.
So I think it favors them a little bit. Arrow trying to catch on DP.
So we're going to see a stampede on the
Skywrath.
bottom side here. Skywrath
Oh,
gets
silence.
and there's a silence and Doom, but it looks like they should be able to clean up. I think Boogie is going to drop down. No deny coming out from Jadam, and AM, true to his words,
Oh,
a big
Jordan, not
fighter.
again.
And it's
I
going
think
to get
he was
modified.
looking for creeps to deny
That's
him.
the KS
and they've
ulti,
been
though.
eaten.
The KS ulti from Matumba.
Yeah. But I mean, if the carry does it, it's like okay, right?
Yeah.
As long as you don't like
Or the
it's
mid
like-
lane.
when Visage comes in and soul assumptions for the kill, you're like, thanks, buddy.
True, true. When the cores do it, it's cool.
The AM's like, look, I'm doing you a favor by being here. I should be farming.
Should be happy, I'm gonna carry you.
we're gonna be seeing a lot of KSers in the coming days when the Nemesis contract comes out. Guys, I gotta complete my
God,
contract. Let's
Please
get some Dagon.
please
That's
don't
the
mention it.
dumbest thing.
I
That is
mean,
the
hey, you
dumbest
know.
thing.
Yeah, the new event, we're not too thrilled about it, I guess.
If it was a game mode,
Oh, nice ulti here on top lane, but the Shadow Dance might keep him
He
safe.
just walks around, more
so
silences.
many masks on his face.
3 of them at
This
once.
is crazy.
And he still lives because there's no disables.
Because he walks around. If Doom was there, they could maybe have killed him, but without stuns. Actually, it changed into a critical strike creep now, the Alpha Wolf. I think he should have stayed on stun.
Mid lane, the Stomp's gonna be there. Do they have enough burst? Trixie has a ton of regen, but can't regen through all the burst.
Yeah.
Nicely done. Virtus.Pro picks up a big one. You know, you're saying that 4AFC is doing well in these fights. I want to say that Virtus.Pro has to take fights because your cores are Slark and Mirana and a Centaur.
Oh yeah.
You get gold by winning fights.
Yeah.
Also, Lich is not really a hero that you want to be passive with. You want to go and throw your frost on
You
people.
want to get in there,
nonstop.
yeah. Also, the lack of sort of, I mean, their push is not stellar, is it, VPs? So I think they need to take a fight and take objectives as quick as they can in this game.
This setup might work though from VP because they have a ward behind the tower. They see Boogie walking in here. Are they gonna pressure? They don't have Slark here though, so maybe they just back out.
That ward is like so next level. I think when IG after TI2, when they were just stomping everybody, they were just dropping that ward with Tron all the time. Just roam behind tower, get wards,
The
get
Tron
kills.
ward?
The Tron ward.
Yeah. Tron, what a player.
It's so hard to detect if you could drop it safely.
Yeah, it's true. And this time they don't have the Stark as well, right?
Yep. So they did pick up the Yules. Pretty standard item transition. Any kind of thought on getting a Rod of Atos on Death Prophet instead of the Yules? I know Yules is so good, but it feels like they're really lacking in any kind of disable.
I don't think it's that great against the heroes of VP, especially as there's a Centaur in their team. Maybe they can just burst Valix here.
Oh, here comes a big... Oh, nice Yules. Actually, that's going to destroy a little bit of Chain Frost, but
Oh,
it bounces.
bounces.
It's like he's microing. There's a TP in, but immediately gimps back by...
It's still
Jax.
going.
That's got to be like 7-8 bounces.
Yeah,
But
pretty
they
awesome.
actually won the fight.
They won the fight. The silences are doing so much work, to be honest.
They are,
Everyone
yeah.
walks in and then they're like, we can't use spells anymore. The Disruptor ulti was perfect as the Centaur was trying to rush in.
There's the blink on Doom.
And it helped that BZZ glimpse back to the top lane as he poured it in.
Her Yule's, she landed just as it was looking for someone to bounce off of Disruptor. It was like, you again.
My old friend. What do you think about Slark going for Midas in this game?
Ketchup Midas? Midas with ketchup?
Midas with ketchup.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at him, he ain't ready to do any fighting at this point. And I think that for ASC, like we were saying, they can fight and farm. It's tricky.
It feels like it gives Virtus.Pro a different angle at this game, because if you get a blink right, you're just tunnel visioning in, all right, we gotta get fights, we gotta win these fights, and then we somehow need to get tower. And honestly, even by getting the Midas, you still have a Centaur with blink, so your fighting capabilities are pretty good. So
Yeah, that's true.
I think this is an okay Midas choice, and it's more like we kind of need a Midas to keep up in farm.
Yeah. Potamin is here, gonna try, but oh, they got scouted because Yol was walking up and got seen by this one observer ward there. So actually, probably not gonna find anything, especially with the sentry ward still being on mid lane.
I mean, 60 minutes in, everybody's disappear off the map. It's kind of
tricky. Yeah, Jerax and Trixie here on top lane though.
Yeah, I think they're
big
going to get
arrow
caught
after
out.
the tower would be good.
Their blink is on the Doom, so as long as he can dodge an arrow here, he could be okay.
Yeah. Some drawing
That
being
zoom
made.
out from Weapers. Nice.
Yes. He wants to use the Midas, don't you? Like, when you're Doombringer right there.
See, there you go. You've wasted 4 heroes' time.
Oh, they
However, the Birdman,
They see
see
everything.
the shrine ward.
All right.
Sacrifice Hill.
Arrow in the dark. Shoot him in the knee. Go.
Oh my god, is this a tower
What
dive?
did you say?
Shoot him in the knee. Here
Oh.
comes a Doom, but it only goes on G Trixie, and there's a glimpse backwards. A Circle of Fun gets nobody.
Wow.
But Tumba Man comes in, and he one-shot him. Chainfrost's going to come out, and it's going to bounce.
Oh, baby.
Never mind.
Yeah, damn it. Wrong bounce.
Well,
Yol being
Yol.
left pretty alone here. Meanwhile, though, Matumba Man trying to go too aggressive here on Centaur and Mirana.
Yeah, that
And
is.
she leaps
Oh,
into-
jings!
Okay.
That's the wrong place to jump. And now
God.
the Circle of Fun catches someone. Centaur gets punched down. 3 dead.
The 2 supports doing so much work there from 4ASC. Just dropping their 2 ultis as the enemy commits. Killing off both the Centaur and the Mirana. So 2 core heroes getting wrecked by 2 supports.
The thing with Disruptive spells is they're really spammable. Like, they're super useful, and he can cast them a lot. Obviously not his ulti, but the
Yeah.
Circle of Fun, it was cast twice in that fight.
Yeah. Very low cooldown.
so that begs the question, like, A, does Virtus.Pro need to fight? And B, does Virtus.Pro need to fight between 2 towers?
I think you always need to fight when you're playing as an AM, but it's more like you need to push. Because right now, all the towers are up Finstack, and as a massive AM player back in the days, when you have all your towers standing, you're so happy as an AM, because you can farm everywhere without feeling that threatened, right?
Yeah.
The entire jungle feels safe, and you can just clear camp so fast. So
What do
I
you
think,
get next on him here? He's got his battle for you. What do you get?
Yasha into Vladimir's is what I think is the fastest, but we'll see if he goes for the Manta style first. Not too much to disjoint, really, so... Yeah,
I think
Vlads is undervalued.
I think Manta would be really good here, because look at the crappy mana pool of Virtus.Pro. You blink in mana. Blink at Manta, nobody has mana anymore.
A shoe in the knee.
Tumba Man? It's fine.
Wow, they just quit on that. They quit ski.
Oh, but you don't quit on the Glimpse? Glimpse is so good.
Yeah, Glimpse, what a spell.
And then the Trixie contract winning
sure
Doom.
about that. Contract Doom.
That's what we're going to call it the new KS, the contract kill.
Contract secured.
Yep.
The CS. Oh, really aggressive play here. Boogie getting caught out. Not really ready for how aggressive VP went there. The Regoose.
He gave it the bird flop at the end there.
Yeah.
But this is their problem, look. TP's, she's too quick. Ogre waddling after her. He has no chance.
He wishes he had a glimpse.
This is why I get a blink on Ogre, man.
He's working on an 1800
Yeah.
gold.
Speaking of Blink, Blinking is amazing on Disruptor. If you can get that, you can blink,
Glimpse like across half the map,
You can
right?
catch people anywhere.
Yeah.
It also allows you to sit back really far in the team fights and then go in, drop the circle of fun, as you call it,
Yep.
and your ulti.
Well, it looks like
Oh, nice catch.
Okay,
no
no
damage.
damage.
Screams.
No damage. But Teleman's like, let me farm this way first, guys, and I'll blink away.
The balls on this guy.
Oh man.
I mean,
Gets arrowed, proceeds to farm.
when you get arrowed and there's like no follow for a good 3 seconds, like, you know, it's like, all right, there's nothing.
I'm
be
wasting,
honest-
I'm wasting time here.
To be honest, in Mirana, G did the hard part there, right? Landing the arrow,
Yeah.
but then missed getting in the leap or anything. Jerax.
Looks like Stampy was used to disengage. Looks like they might get
that's
glimpse
really
here.
nice.
Oh, the Yules.
That's beautiful.
He's dead. Yeah, okay.
A little bit of level death, a little bit of crypt swarm, couple of auto attacks. Ogre's quite strong.
You know, I thought he was getting blinked.
Chain frost. Any bounces?
Yeah, some bounces.
Two
Valix taking a
bounces.
bit of damage, but the silence is there as
Ouch.
always.
Oh, the Doom.
Also into a Mirana. She's going to try and get to Roche. Roche ready to punch? Nope, Mana Void.
He was ready though.
He was.
He's
Cocked his
always ready.
fist.
I mean, look at the deep ward that Virtus.Pro has. They just want to keep fighting, but they could never find a good fight.
I'm actually amazed how well the silences are working out for them, and surprising that Jerax could survive against the Stark there on top lane. The Glimpse doing some serious work when Stampede went.
Honestly, I think Disruptor is insanely good. I think he's incredibly good. I play against him often, and he can just stop you. It's like you know the way cogs can disrupt the whole fight. Like a good set of cogs from Clockwork, you're like, great, we can't do anything. The circle, you can catch the entire team with it. With cogs, you're lucky to get 2 people in it.
And you also don't have to rush in like a Clockwork. You're not putting yourself at danger.
Right. And then on top of that, you drop your silence. You've got glimpse for catch. You can glimpse people to get rid of them. It's great.
It's a strong hero for sure. Normally the problem is how to lane it, to be honest.
Yeah.
But he was just running around doing his normal thing as he would play the ES or the Rubik or any other hero that he plays, really.
I think he does gank well with the glimpse, because even if they see you coming, you've got that chance to pull them back to where you had them. And then if you've got the follow-up with that, I mean, obviously they're lacking stun, so it was quite tricky, but
Then just auto
somehow
attack?
they pulled it off anyway.
Yeah. The Glimpse into auto attack
Yeah.
gank was
Very
much their
strong.
approach.
Okay, VP just need to hit towers now. Like, these tier 1s have been up for such a long time.
That is true.
Sometimes you just gotta find mana tower. Here we go,
Smart.
the blink initiation against Jerax. Jerax drops a static storm, glimpses it back out of it,
He
and
lives!
he's still alive!
Get out!
Finally dies. There's like 4 masks on the door. He's going to a play, and he's dead. Meanwhile, finally, mid tower's dead. G gets doomed, though, and G is gonna be dead as well. BZZ, he's gotta be the savior. Everybody tries to go for the deny, didn't get it off. There's a silence number 1 on Jerax, and he signed him, or sorry, on BZZ, and he silenced
Silence number
2, 3. There's
It's the
so
3.
many masks!
It's
And
crazy.
Jadam finds haste. All right.
He can quickly kill himself to Roche. Nope.
No, TP.
Oh!
Completely insane how
old
annoying
denies
these
bottom
team fights have to be.
What does Doom have now? What did he devour last? Has he got the crit? Yeah, he's gone
Yeah.
for the wolf crit.
He has the crit. He also has, you know, the full agony.
I honestly think the stomp would work better for them in this.
I agree.
I really
I agree.
do. Because he's not doing much of the
But
punching.
that would kind of take away from the point that silences are enough in this game.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. They want to prove a point.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not about
the
winning.
prove a point draft. That's a nice multicast, actually.
Jules, still dead.
She's dead, I think. The bounces.
Gives him the mask
Come on.
before dying.
That's a good observation.
The Lich ult was going to bounce to her. What a steal.
Yeah. Well, right now, things are still working out amazingly well for Finstack, though, because they have a 4-0 and 4 AM who has the
Yeah.
full Manta style,
Yeah.
and he has 216 last hits to go. So he's doing really well on farm. No one is even breaking the 100 mark. Slark is on 99 last hits right now, so he's really pulling ahead from everyone.
You know, the lack of an Orchid on Trixie is very disappointing. Need more silence.
I actually don't need more silence.
I think a sheep stick. If he's got the mana boots, he could get a sheep stick, I think.
I mean, I think Aghanim's Refresher is a pretty good build on Doom in this game. Just give him more.
More silence.
Yeah.
I like it.
Actually better than Orchid.
Oh, Jerax is going for the Aghanims as well. He gets the glimpse here on top lane. Can he get the Doom? Okay, Doom catches G. G is dead. Can he get kill on Jerax first? He tries to get it. Not close enough. Gonna bring him down to 100 HP, but he decides to go for Aghanims. Oh, actually mid lane? Going on to Matumba Man.
Timberman is going
Or like
on pond.
Matumba Man going on to them, yeah.
Yeah, I think they're both dead. Oh, actually, they jump back out. Oh, Matumba Man blinks in, and he's no fear of the multicast. Could have just straight up died here. Might still die. He blinks away. Finally, the Ignite will take him down. Jirax in a lot of trouble, and Yo is just man fighting for all his worth. 2 more clubs, 1 more club, but the bottle. What? Is that a bottle from DP?
Oh, it drops the ult.
That was the past bottle.
Yeah, he
past
bottle
bottle.
from DP. What a play.
To be honest, BCC just jumped into a Cryptorm and died there when he had really low HP, but he just, could have gone away safely, but decided to go in again.
Skyrath ranges. Skyrath is one of those heroes that doesn't need much, does he? Like in terms of items. What is the nicest thing to get on Skyrath?
Boots, magic stick.
Boots.
Maybe an urn. Like, that's not even necessary.
Yeah. I like how you say magic stick as well. The magic wand is more like a luxury thing.
jeez.
That's a rich man, Skywrath.
Put your top hat down, dude.
He's a poor mage, man. He doesn't need...
Yeah, he ain't poor.
No, he's poor.
Nah. The dude's clearly rich. Listen to the way he talks. I have been banished to the world. He
Dear
never
God.
shuts up.
Dude, I've heard that victory prediction so many times.
Yeah.
Just want to punch the screen
The
sometimes.
Skyrath in the bag.
Oh, the Skyrath. Oh my god.
The in the bag thing actually,
It's actually
the most
like a-
annoying thing in Dota.
Do you ever in the bag it, or do you just not do it?
Every single time.
Of course.
Still
you
the
do.
most annoying thing in
Yeah.
the game. I don't play Skyrath though,
Ah.
so just want to point that out. To be honest, Treant has an even longer prediction streak.
His voice is so bassy anyway. Yeah.
But his is so nice. to
Trian's
listen
not
to.
picked, so it's fine.
Okay, BZZ gonna go down here on top lane to the Doom. They have
Give
to
him the
deny
deny.
him.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice timing.
Club deny.
Gonna have to put you down, ogre style. No anesthetics.
Just give it one to the chops.
Oh,
So
Boogie
this,
gets arrowed here by G, kills him, and then gets the thank you glimpse out again. Meanwhile, Jerax gets caught out
I will
as
just
well.
say, we saw 4ASC get into a point like this in the last game around this kind of time, where it was like, oh, they're doing great, they can't lose. And then VP pulled off a big comeback. The only difference here is, I think, if you look at Slark's farm, he's got 7k net worth.
Yeah.
AM is almost twice. And this is what they lacked in the last game.
Him is
the
just
ability
punching.
to just, you can run around, keep people busy, and AM just goes, okay, cool,
Yeah,
I'm just going to get
we
mid.
see at a Centaur, Sedoy just creating all the space, being silenced as always. I mean, that's pretty much their thing in this game. But look at mid tower. It's down to 550 HP
Yeah.
after one push by AM.
He can
Also-
just do this all day.
AM, if you just like hover back to last hits and denies right now,
Yeah.
AM has 250 last hit. And the next one's highest is 120. Like, it's not even close, this game.
Yeah. He is really... It's lonely at the top.
Yeah, I think Slark is going to get turned around on there. Actually, they get that top tower. AM doesn't even bother chasing him. He's like, cool, I get some creeps.
He's going for straight heart.
Silence number 1, down. And he's away.
Oh, his silence buddies are down on the mid lane, and the Doom is on cooldown for 10 seconds at least. So, gonna be fine. I like the heart pickup here.
Yeah,
by
gives
AM.
him the high ground.
He doesn't have it yet, but once he gets it, I mean, he can just stand there and punch the base. Who's really gonna kill him? Sure, a really long chain stun can kill anyone, but when his team creates space, he's gonna be able to push.
Yep. I guess Frost Armor doing a little bit of work, keeping the towers.
Do you know
alive.
what? I've just realized the high levelness of this strat, okay? The lack of stuns means you end up chasing people around a lot. So what 4ASC do is, they go on some dudes, they don't kill them, they just chase them around, silencing them, keeping them busy, while AM goes and pushes the tower. Next level.
Next level right there. Doom will actually kill people when he throws out this ulti though on Ogre. Look at him. He had so high
Where's the
HP.
denies?
But I mean, he's running to his team like,
All
who's
right.
gonna put me down?
Jadam's gonna miss this, I think.
Look
Just
at them
high armor.
queuing up
There's
to
4
kill their
people
just
friend.
auto-attacking.
They're queuing up for it.
Just auto-attacking him. Everyone wants to get that revenge onto Yol.
It'll be hilarious if you miss.
Contract deny.
Yeah. That is pretty sad times for Ogre. It is plenty of damage when you throw down level 3 Doom with Aghanim Scepters. 80 per second for 15 duration, or 16 duration, sorry. And even getting prolonged by the Blink Dagger, or extended, I should say.
Actually 900 damage.
More than that. It's over 1,000, I think.
What, Ags do?
Actually more than 900.
Yeah, actually more than 900.
That's what you said, isn't it?
Let's see. Mental math. Like 12.
This is a
12,
Reaver. One or two more creeps, and this is a Reaver. So
Yeah, 1280.
Yeah,
Confirmed.
1280. And then always Always adding. Is that with the 2 extra seconds? Did you add that?
Oh, the 2 extra
Yeah,
seconds.
add it up,
Because
Lumi.
whenever you throw Axe Doom on someone, you pretty much always stand close to them for at least 2 seconds.
But they're Stampede, so maybe it's less than 2 seconds.
Okay, maybe. Maybe.
All right.
A little bit of...
The dead horse.
Hashtag the small things. Very interesting things to talk about. Anyway, AM gets the bottom tower, and he has the full heart completed. 4SA now going into the Roche. Do you think there's any way VP can contest this?
If they landed a disgusting arrow, like a 5-second arrow, Centaur blinks in there, he does his thing, Lich ult ping-ponging around, somehow everybody forgets to silence everything. No, there isn't really. I mean,
You know you're drawing dead when you need the enemy to forget what their hero's supposed to do for
exactly.
you to win the fight.
Maybe they'll misclick or... Yeah, this has been really interesting from 4ESC.
I mean...
I never play teams without stuns, or I try not to, and they're just making it work really well.
They're gonna ruin some pubs by doing this, you know? Like,
Yeah.
people are gonna pick, oh, it's fine, we don't need stunts, and then anyone is just gonna TP out every single engagement.
Especially, like you said, especially no stuns against the Slark. Like,
But silence is very good.
yeah, it is. But then you got to catch him. But then the glimpse.
True. So the
been a
pressure
good
is real
game.
here on bottom. Someone has to address Matumba Man as he keeps just hitting away at the tower here. You can't let this happen. And I think this might just be an attempted GG push by 4AC.
They're like, you know what? We had trouble closing out game last time.
Yeah, AMDP, let's go.
All right,
Oh,
this is
here
going to be
you
a
go.
fight. Valix is going to get blown up, but look at BZZ, though. He is in the circle of fun. Valix is fine. He's walking out of there. The silence is going to go on G. G is going to be dead. Like, he's going to be surviving.
Yeah, very
now.
close.
Okay,
Just leap away. Those
okay,
ghosts
okay.
ain't giving up. Yeah, they turn around and come back.
But here's the thing.
BCC with the buyback,
Like,
though.
forget about getting any other kill, right? Like, they could just Rax now if they want to.
Yeah. Yeah, they could. I think they're going to, while the Exorcism's still up, we'll go up there and finish off the buildings.
Everything is used now, so only normal spells really from VP remaining. Some multicast,
Okay,
though,
all right.
working out.
G's going to get glimpsed back.
There's
They
a nice-
actually get the
No
two
triple!
multicasts.
The multis are
on.
real.
Yeah, that was the best multicast he could get with a level 2 ulti, so
And they defend the Rax. Sort of. AM illusions.
they're doing it. Not doing it.
They're doing it.
And away he goes.
Still
So,
Aegis on Alex here. If they get
yeah.
chased, maybe they can turn this.
Okay, G keeps getting glimpsed back. Jirax is fine, and Jotum's gonna get focused. No Mana Void for about 13 seconds. Still, the chase is real. They get the Aegis. Actually, Virtus.Pro is fighting a lot better than I would have given him credit for. Valix gets another multicast. The self-heals. Matumba Man does have the Mana Void back.
Blocking the
the
arrow.
blocks.
Yeah, he was blocking the arrow so that DP should live, but now he goes
Okay.
in against 5 on his own.
He's got a big Mana Void, though. Who's gonna target? Okay, no, never mind.
He doesn't actually have that much mana, so he's gonna just get out. But VP taking a really good fight there, holding the range track just barely as well.
All
So-
it took was like 4 3x multicasts.
and some buyback. You know, yeah, that was actually double, triple multicasts. So lucky.
Yeah. I think
RNG.
that, honestly, I don't know if... I mean, VP did sort of defend, and they did cut into the gold lead a little bit, and the XP lead, I guess, but... I just think 4ESC, as the game goes on, can do that again and again and again, and not really care.
I think VP have to heal up now and just go push bottom, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because even if you just try to play on the map normally now, it's going to be so easy for AM to just, at some point, take your range tracks bottom. He just has to blink in there. It doesn't even matter if you have Black Door protection, to be honest. When it's 86 HP, one Manta style swing together, it's going to kill it.
I also think that these fights going to develop into like a mini game. How quickly can you kill Death Prophet?
A mini game.
Yeah. If you kill DP fast, the fight suddenly becomes much more in your favor. In fact, the initiation coming on the mid lane here, there's a glimpse back and a disruptor ultimate, but really not doing much. And
Centaur.
Jirax might be in a little bit of trouble.
Centaur, huge!
Actually
Chain
massive.
Frost for the mini stun. Let's go. And they're going to get another kill. And like you said, Waga, they're pushing down mid.
This is what they need to do. They've got to be careful, but this is what they
AM
need
is
to
pushing
do.
their base, though, so they're not going to get any objective here, and they will get forced back sooner or later here. Multicasts are going ham. Actually, only getting one multicast.
Okay.
Matumba Man getting
Okay,
stunned.
the chain stun, the multicast are real.
It's a
Matumba
triple!
Man.
He's away!
He's got Urn, but he actually
he's
dispelled
dead.
Urn. The big Mana Void. He's actually going to die. Virtus.Pro is holding on.
Wow.
Can even hear the manager of VP clapping in the...
I heard a big sigh.
Background.
Somebody...
You heard a sigh?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
you're
heard
sitting...
I heard the clap, Lumi heard the sigh, so...
That's good. We got check on the two teams here at this little LAN. And,
Production values.
definitely very, very tight this game because, I mean, AM is dangerous, but he's not that amazing at fighting right now. He's good for pushing with his Heart of Tarask, but we could see in the last fight how he couldn't kill anyone while VP was getting killed herself.
I also think VP are doing really well, like just playing it well. They're sort of getting the pickoffs and yeah, I mean, this could be another comeback.
It could be. Blink Dagger on Ogre is really good as well.
Lich go straight Veil of Discord. Is that kind of the item?
Hell yeah.
It's strong in this game, really strong. Look at all the magical damage they have with a Centaur, Ogre, even the Mirana dealing plenty of magical damage.
Think about these multicasts.
The multicasts are going to be so dangerous because he's level 17 now.
All right. Let's see if it's going to pay off. They see Doom on the mid lane. They got that kind of magical, unexpected ward at this stage of the game. Are they going to charge pass? The early game fights have been going well for Virtus.Pro. Moonlight Shadow is going to get used, but they're just going to back off.
Yeah.
This is a very deep dive. They don't have Mirana.
I honestly think the key to these fights for VP is to kill Disrupt. He's causing a lot of trouble.
If they can get Initiate on him, because he throws down his ulti really quickly on the DP, pretty much.
Yeah.
He knows the enemy is going to jump in. He knows the Stark is coming, the Centaur is coming, so he just kind of preemptively throws it down. And if they can focus him, it's going to be great.
And these fights are only going well right now because Jirax does not have that Aghanims. Can you imagine if you can't BKB under that Static Storm?
Yeah. Do you believe that there's a chance VP is stronger late game?
I think so. I mean, it depends on how G progresses with his item choice.
Because silences definitely fade off in late game.
The thing is, he is still going to get doomed, didn't he?
Well,
I mean, they can initiate with the doom.
But it's the Stark and the Mirana.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, there's so many. Okay, in theory, you have 2 dooms on once you get the refresher, and then Jirax has an AOE doom of sort. So I don't know.
I think it is going to be tough. It depends who initiates. I think if 4ASC can get a blink doom on the Slark and initiate off that, but VP so far been taking the fight to them. It's been interesting.
This has been one of the best series so far, to be honest.
Yeah, for
like
real.
VP against Finstack is a really, really good series. Last game was just exciting to the end, really, and
I also like the
this
picks.
one is hard to predict.
They're kind of unusual. Some picks you wouldn't normally see, like going for mass silence and stuff. I think it's good. It's fun to see.
Definitely true.
There's the basher on AM. I think that'll help.
Oh, Jirax is gonna go for a solo kill. He's gonna ring on Jadam, but Jadam walks away.
He tried for it, tried to get it, but right now it seems like Finstack a little bit more wanting to go as 5 and not split up as much as they have done before. And they have the creeps close by. AM could go for the snake on the range racks on bottom lane, but it's also really risky. If he gets stunned, he has been brought down before.
Yeah. It feels like the window is like slightly opening for Virtus.Pro. And it's the same way that happened last game, where it was, I think Jirax got picked off twice. This game was like Trixie getting picked off mid. But, you know, against this kind of great initiation for Virtus.Pro, pickoffs are going to happen.
How long until Roche is up again?
Very.
Must be soon.
We'll see soon.
We'll find out soon.
We do not know. I like that the casters don't know until.
Yeah.
It's just keeping us interested in Roshan as well.
I think that 4ASC will just say, hey, let's just try and avoid this VP attack squad for a little bit. We'll go deep, turn off our engines.
Oh, Jirax is trying to complete his Aghanims here on top lane, but he's not greedy. A little bit disciplined, backing off here. He will get it with just 50 more golds. Maybe his Thunderstrike will even get lasted here? No.
Dang.
So close though. He just wants one creep. Look at him. It's like, can I take the catapults? He's gonna have it now, no matter what, because VP are backing off.
Yeah.
And Aghanims on Disruptor is a massive upgrade.
Yeah, that's going to be big. Centaur, we saw in that last fight, just turned gold and huge and ran right through the middle of everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's going to be a big difference. Because I think he's done a lot of the work of sort of charging and stampeding and closing them down. Whereas they want to sort of keep you in that Disruptor role, spamming those the waves from DP.
And it's completely massive. You can't use any of your inventories. It's
insane.
It's gonna get some people killed. You can't even try to BKB, cannot force staff out or whatever. So this is gonna help Jirax quite a bit, getting down even better ultis.
Does it lower the cooldown as well? I mean, is there anything this axe can't do?
The damage increases. I don't think does it actually lower the cooldown?
Let's have a look.
It increases duration and silences item, and I think since duration increases, the damage is increased.
Yeah.
But it does not do
7
anything.
seconds.
85 is really low though. 85 seconds.
For essentially a potentially game-winning ult.
Yeah, I would still have liked to see the Darkseer vacuum into it.
Yeah,
but
I know.
has worked out so well for them.
Yeah.
Well, the range tracks, is it going to be taken here? The creeps are doing it.
They're doing it.
They're doing it. Yeah.
And the goals are coming in now. Mirana's item input has been a BKB in this fight. It's very important that she needs to get her BKB off before she gets Doom and Static Storm. Blink initiation on Valix, and they're going to go right on, but the BKB activation, Blink Doom number 1 goes on G. So into the fountain that he will go. Mantumba Man trying to focus on BZZ. I mean, his Shadow Dance is ending, and the masks. Oof. There is no leaping back out. They win a big fight. They take the melee racks, and they're coming right back in. Yol is going to get multicast number 1 off. He's got to be careful. Another multicast to say bye-bye. BZZ buys back. He jumps back in. There's a glimpse back into the fountain. Chain Frost doing a little bit of work. It's bouncing amongst creeps.
Look at it
They're going to focus on Trixie.
look at it go.
Trixie, now it's going to get jumped on by BZZ, but the work has been done. They have got the racks.
Can they get any more kills
No,
here?
they can't get this one. Jirax is going to get picked off,
They're
I
all
think.
teaming out. Jirax
Yeah.
is going to be the sacrificial lamb here, the last one to go down. So Doom and Disruptor die at the end of it, but they do get double racks.
Yep.
And the Blink Doom was amazing there in the beginning of the fight. He jumped in, caught G, and G was doing nothing.
Yeah,
the
he was out
entire
of the
fight.
fight.
Slark was pot committed, jumping in and trying
Ooh,
to take the
pot
fight.
committed. I like that.
Yeah, you like it, I know that. But after that, I mean, Miranda was just sitting in base saying, hey, I'm regenning through the Doom with Fountain, but I'm not actually helping you guys at all. So
The moral support. Fuck, morale support. Actually, moral support works too.
yeah.
Yeah, you can say moral support. Yeah, moral
Yeah.
support, but you can break their morale.
Yeah, moral support.
AM Doom morale breaking top.
Look at this picture in picture. Sick.
Crazy, crazy good.
Future is now.
Future is now. Matumba Man does not care here. He just keeps going. Nice BKB by Valix trying to get out. Basher is not available yet. He has it in his stash. Oh, doesn't he wish he had it in his inventory right now?
Oh,
If
there's
the
that
courier
shot.
was being microed a little bit.
Dude, courier micro wins games. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Work harder. They even have a helicopter courier. What is this? It's a monkey.
It's a monkey
with
on a helicopter.
It's a monkey helicopter. My
I think
immersion.
that's a baboon.
Okay.
Let's just keep it real here.
Okay.
How can you take this game seriously?
How can people complain about the skateboard when there's a monkey flying around with a helicopter?
I guess because monkeys existed
Oh,
in
Joel-
whatever time period
Joel
this was.
gets caught out by
Oof.
the AM.
That's a
Blinking
dead
in.
ogre.
And meanwhile, Doom also on BZZ.
Yeah.
And there's no way to get away from this.
Yeah, he's going to just give him the rundown.
There's no buyback.
Oh, he has the Aegis, but is he going to actually live here? Because
Oh, the
even
masks.
Very
Masks
quick
coming.
silence.
The
Very
masks.
quick silence.
Oh, the masks.
The many masks of the captains and
Yeah.
anchors. He was very close to getting away there, I think. But
That's
what can the monkey do?
triple lanes of racks, right?
Yeah, I think that's...
it's going to be very hard to say anything about it. No buyback on Slark. You can't really fight against it. Oh, without him.
Perfect timing, really.
They even get a pick off here on Jottam. No one can save him.
That's it.
So Finstack pretty much showing that we don't need stuns, yo. We're not even going to keep the centaur stun. Just the damage. Pack leaders are, yo.
And lots of silence.
All the masks. I've never seen so many masks in a pro game before.
Yeah, Jirax is going to get focused down right now. G doing a little bit of right click, but he just doesn't do any damage right now.
Yeah, they're trying, but the DP ulti is ending. But Mantuba, man, full HP, still fighting here. Stun on the illusion. Sadly, not the right one.
I've been impressed with his multicast skills in this game. There've been some big ones.
He's played a lot of Ogre. That's how you do it, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
You just mass play the RNG heroes, and it's going to work out in the end.
It's how much you believe in the heroes.
Yeah.
If you don't believe in it, they will not believe in you.
VP fighting on here. Do you think that they think they can do this, or are they just
It's kind of they have to
trying
fight.
some stuff out?
Yo,
You
gonna
never
get
wanna-
mono avoided.
Never want to stop if you believe there's a chance, right? So they keep going, but really they're getting crushed in their own base here. Buying enough time for some respawns, though. Slark and Lich coming up again.
These
Doors.
bashes, though. This makes up for a lot of multicasts.
Yeah, Doombringer immediately dooming G again. So BZZ really on his own here. He has to struggle.
G's not going to make it to the fountain. He's dead.
Yeah, meanwhile, BCC killed one at least, trying to kill Boogie as well, but GG Call is gonna come.
Yeah.
And for ASC, they close out this game, and it was a 2-0 victory.
I think, well, I predicted it, you predicted it, Lumi predicted it.
The panel is so good,
Yeah.
isn't it, Cheever?
The panel is absolutely amazing. Yeah, so good. You know, devil's advocate not paying off for me.
I think it was important for you to go that way, though.
Yeah, I think
you
so
had
too. You
had
want to
back
give
them
them
up.
some
Yeah,
hope.
exactly.
And also, like, the fans of Virtus.Pro. And by the way, the fans of Virtus.Pro definitely have reasons to be a fan of them because they still played very well.
Oh, yeah, no. I mean, in the first game, we saw the very near comeback that was so super close. And I think in that game, it was... I mean, let's be honest, that's not a thing you have to face very often, is the 0 stun, 4 silence lineup.
True.
So-
And it sounds like something you would say in any game. It's like, oh, they lost, but the losers played well and the winners played better. This is actually the case here. Like, every single game that 4SAC are winning here seems like is a really close game.
Yeah.
And this series was, to me, the best series so far, despite
agree.
being a 2-2.
Game 1
No,
was
2-0.
okay. Game 2 is...
Yeah.
Game 1 was good. What's wrong with you?
Game 1's good.
You
Game 1's
said
okay.
you said it was okay. But that
okay.
you put it down
The
with
comeback
2-1.
wasn't real, you know?
The fact there was a potential for one, that's what makes it.
Yeah,
That's true.
I agree. I have a question actually regarding this game because during the draft, last pick for Virtus.Pro was Lich. At that point, there already was an anti-mage. Why Lich?
Why Lich?
I think
indeed?
Lich was actually the weak link here.
Because it was last pick. Because I like that's why I'm asking. Because I kind of think the same. Like maybe have a more anti-mage hero. Because they didn't really have anything for late game. So
Yeah.
and Lich doesn't really transition very well into late game. Don't get me wrong. He's nice and all that in the lane, but
I'm not
I don't
taking
know.
offense just because I'm a Lich player. You feel like you don't want to offend me, but it's okay. I think it was to help out with the lane and
Yeah.
maybe deny something to DP and hope you could.
I think
buy
it's the
some
wrong
time, but-
approach, though, against 4ASC because they always roam so much and trying to have steady laners like Lich. Because Lich is the hero, if you have a laning stage that keeps going till the 12 or 15-minute mark,
Right.
not many rotations, etc., Lich will passively win the game for you. But in a game where everyone is running around and ganking, Lich is just lackluster. He's not that impressive. You saw the Chain Frost. He got some good bounces off. He got some controlled bounces off, even, according to Lumi.
Yeah.
And still not enough to impress.
I think that actually the problem is the support that can't push. They were winning some fights, and the tower at the mid lane was like at, I don't know, 80% health, even to 20 minutes in the game, and that should not happen.
Yeah.
So I think if Jakiro,
I agree.
just better hero.
I agree. I think a Jakiro would have been better there. For instance, when there was the fight, Circle of Fun, you got people diving in there to fight. Melee
Especially the
heroes.
Fire Dragon.
Get the Macropire down there. Get the Ice Path down there.
and
do
he
some work.
wasn't banned nor picked, so
No,
he was up
He
for
was right
grabs.
there. As much as I love Lich, I think Jakiro would have
Probably
been
the
better.
first time in a very long time that I've seen Jakiro not touched at all in Captain's mode. Like, he is very high rated.
Yeah, though in this tournament, not as high as in others so far.
Yeah.
Because
we're
EG
gonna-
hasn't got here yet.
EG hasn't got it yet. Definitely, we'll see it change then. But we're going to go to an interview with, of course, the winning team. Bruno is sitting on the couch this time.
Thank you, Shiver, very much. And yes, I have here the winners. And it's Jerax there and Valix here. So first of all, congratulations, guys.
Well done.
Thanks a lot, thanks a lot.
And so first of all, a question for you, Jerax. Last game, you didn't pick any stuns. You went with a lineup that had no stuns whatsoever.
They had the force field.
They had the force field, but it's not really a stun.
ASUS played.
Okay, fair enough. Did you go for, like, did Matu...
Master is reliable.
Not really. But did you actually think about this?
Was using it,
When you were drafting, did you think that you were like, oh, we don't have any stuns, or were just like, you didn't care?
I think we knew what we were exactly doing there on the draft, and hopefully, well, usually we have a lot of stuns, like every single hero has a stun, but I guess it's just a different draft, I guess.
And you played Death Prophet the second game,
Yes,
and the first game you played
Legion.
Legion Commander, yeah. And you got a lot of duels going on. The second game, you had like your exorcism going on for you. How do you feel like? What is the most important thing you do when you go into a mid lane? Like, let's say, for example, the matchup that you have in this game.
Well, this game it's pretty much just trying to survive. Not feed any unnecessary kills. That's like the one big mistake you can do against Lich.
Yeah.
That gives them so much. So you basically just go and stack the hard camp, and occasionally when they play a bit too aggressive, you just call for some ganks, and then you just play your game from that point on.
Do you think like when you're playing against a Lich, because you're going to get less experience because of the denies, it's more important to just like try to get to the rune to see if the bounty rune can help you catch up, or you just like don't care that much, you just play safe?
Yeah, it just depends on the situation. Usually you can, but you can also do something else like stack and stuff. Just depends a bit on the situation.
That's cool.
I have a question for you, right? Yeah. You seem to get first blood like in every single game?
Yes, that is true. 5 games in a row, you get first blood.
Or at least
time.
involved in it somehow. Yeah.
You are getting like, go to your of your replays, you get first blood every single game.
Or at least make it happen. So is there any like tips or tricks for people? Like how
It's all about outplaying.
Okay.
Fair enough. And it's
Simple.
Yeah, and I mean, you play Disruptor, you played Rubik, because people banned your Sun King and your Air Shaker. That's what happened on game 1, right? And it seems like you were talking at me at the beginning. You say like, well, our hero pool is maybe not the most like biggest of all the teams, but in general, like you yourself have been playing all these heroes. Like, are you feeling comfortable, or it was just like, well, we need a Disruptor and I kind of suck, but I got lucky?
Yeah, I guess it's because I'm drafter mostly. I know my hero pool really well, and I don't know. It's really easy to draft for myself. I can always find a hero that is really useful in the game, myself at least. Then it's a little bit harder for.
What is a good hero for him?
Well, a lot. Necro.
Necro is good. You like playing Necro?
Yeah, it's fun deleting people from the game.
It's awesome.
It's pretty good. Anyways, guys, congratulations. Are you playing the next game? No, you're taking a break now.
Yeah, then we have
Yeah.
the 2 games.
And then you have 2 games in a row, which is going to be versus Team Tinker, the last, and
Virtus.Pro Polar.
Virtus.Pro Polar first. So if you guys want to watch for ASC, which are the sensation of these tournaments, stay tuned, cheer for these guys. You can follow him on Twitter at JeraxSai and Valix Dota with 1A or 2A? VAALIX Dota. So stay tuned. We'll be back with more Dreamleague in just a bit.